We are going to be talking about insider activity on Polymarket and how you can very easily take advantage. Insider activity tends to occur with people making new accounts on Polymarket, betting large so that other people can't copy their trades. And I'm going to show you a tool that you can essentially use that gives you all insider bets that are going on right now. So before we get into that, I want to say, if you are interested in stuff like this, I have live streams 3 days a week. If you click on the link in the description below, I also have a dedicated Polymarket course if you want to just check that out as well. Let's get into it. So what we're going to be talking about today is the insider trading tool from Hashdive. So you can only really use this tool on Polymarkets that might have insiders on it. Here's an example of a market that will have insiders on it, this one, and clearly this one's going to have a lot of insiders, right? But what are markets that won't have insiders? Well, I mean, what will the price of Ethereum be in a week? There are not many insiders. There's just not as many. Or, you know, who's going to win the MLS Cup, Inter Miami or the other team? Not many insiders on that. That's going to be kind of rare, kind of tough. But markets like tech, culture, politics at lower levels and sometimes at higher levels can have a lot of insiders. Let's get into it. So this is, will he do a 40-day water fast? Lord Miles, he has to have only, I think, like water and salt for 40 days. And I want to show you just how many insiders have recently bet on this. And I put out a bid to buy as well because it's just all insider activity. Look at this right here. Look at just how much money is flowing into this from insider accounts. So how are these insiders? Well, look at the metrics here, guys. Average entry price was 54. The price is now at 69%. All right. How many markets has he traded? 2. Days since first trade, 8. Right. And if I even went to his account, I mean, you can see this is maybe him or it's just someone who's definitely in the know. But this is very strange behavior. You know, I mean, look at this. This is just not what a normal person would do unless they really had a good read on both of these. OK, and you can see that he bought yes to both and he's up a lot of money. And you could be too if you copy these insiders. If we go to the other ones, like this one was only here for 1 day and has only traded 1 market. I mean, this also looks like an insider. Yeah, he's traded 1 market only. So this is really what you should be looking for, insider traders, because I can't think of a better indicator than insiders or people that are making new accounts just to bet large amounts of money, right? Because I think what's happening here is these are large accounts that are either insiders or very much in the know with a few different topics, you know what I mean? So they make these new accounts, but this tool will catch them so that you can see the insider activity. Now, all these insiders bought in the 50s, and you will see now the price I think is like 69.70. Yep, 69%, as you can see right here. So what's another fantastic market for insiders? This one, which you got a glimpse of by the other trader. Why is this so good for tracking insiders in this specific market? Well, if a big charity, if a big creator is about to donate to Mr. Beast's water fund, well, I mean, there's a lot of people involved with that donation, right? If it's a company, people in the company will know, and there's nothing stopping them from making a few $100,000 by buying yes. So let's go down to here. I'm going to show you the insiders just literally scattered all over yes. So you will see here that, yes, there are some no insider traders, but we don't really care about that because what we care about is what are the biggest traders doing. And you can just see kind of what's going on here, especially price. So a sign of an insider is, one, they typically get very good prices, guys. This guy bought at 59, the market's now at 88%. That's already a sign, maybe insider, okay? Traded markets 1. He's only traded 1 market and it's this one. And it's been only 2 days since his first trade since creating the account. 2 days. So this is pretty likely going to be insider activity, and you can just see all of the yes in here. So I am very confident that these 2 markets are both going to probably expire to yes, as you can see. So this one, just ton of yes insiders, especially with size. Also this one as well. Now this is not going to be available on every market because some markets just don't really meet the criteria for having a lot of insider traders. This one, for example, is will OpenAI create a social app? And you can see unusually large trades here and there, but really not a sign of any strong insider activity, right? If you even go to the 2028 election market on Polymarket, you're probably just not going to see as many insiders. Maybe a few, but probably not that many. A lot more of them might be in the culture section, such as, I don't know, will Lord Miles complete his 40-day water fast, right? So you can find these markets. I wouldn't recommend searching it here. I mean, you can use the screener to try to find it, or I don't know, like go to competitive. But I think that the best way to do this is to go to Polymarket itself, go look for a lot of different markets that you think will have insiders essentially. Then just type in those markets here. And then you'll be able to see essentially all of the markets that have potential insiders. And then from there, you can very clearly see, oh yeah, I'm going to bet this way because look at all the insiders. Or, I mean, you could scroll here, but I don't think that's a good way use of your time, because a lot of these are just not going to have any insiders. You know, this won't be funny if it did have an insider for reasons. But yeah, a lot of these markets, obviously, there's not going to be too much, as you can see. But markets that would be good would be something like a TV show, such as will this character die, or will these characters, I don't know, get into a relationship. That can obviously have some insiders, especially because so many people work on TV shows. One of them could just behind the scenes make some bets and make, you know, double their paycheck essentially. So that is going to be it for today. This is the insider trading tool. I think it's pretty cool. And I'm going to be definitely paying attention to this. There are other tools you can use as well, such as are shares being held or are shares being kind of scalped and sold. You can look at that. You can look at where the smart traders are buying and where the large traders are buying as well. You can also see, you know, obviously we talked about the main guy, which is insider tools. You can also see stuff like where are people getting in, smart score distribution, stuff like that. When it comes to insiders, though, the other thing that might be helpful is how new accounts are, which is probably somewhere, yeah, here. So you can see here, sometimes when a lot of insiders are active, you'll see that there's going to be a lot of accounts that are under 100 days, just new, under a week, essentially. Just new traders who are just, you know, betting one position and then holding. So time will tell if these insiders are correct. I think they're probably going to be. But yeah, this is definitely interesting. And it's going to change the Polymarket trading game. With that, now you have access to an insider trading tool. Happy trading, and go check out my Discord below if you want alpha just like this. See you guys.